Okay, we have a 18 by 18 triangle here on the back sides. The front is 25 and 7/16. We now need to try to draw some sides that will be underneath this, but offset by a ½ inch, so that that top overhangs a ½ inch all the way around. That way the cabinet will fit tight into a corner against the wall. Otherwise it would hit the baseboard. Okay, a couple of things we need to do here. First thing I did was I drew this the 18 by inches. I took a line tool. I need to get out of this, and I just drew back on the green axis 18 inches, and then went on the red axis 18 inches, and then I just connected that and made a triangle like so, grouped it, and then used the rotate tool. So basically I went like so, grouped. I don't even think we have to group it. I think I can just rotate it, and yeah, I just went 45 degrees, enter, and that gave me a rectangle that I can actually work with in SketchUp. So I'm just going to do all that. I wanted to show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go into Edit Group so we can offset this, and we're going to offset this either edge here 0.5, which is ½ inch. That gives us the rectangle that we will begin to work with to draw our sides and face frame with. Okay, so now if we grab the move tool and hit the plus sign, pull this outside of this, there we go, and okay, yeah, that's fine. And what I actually want to do is probably make a copy of that outside of Edit Group. So Control C. Yeah, that would put me right back into that group. So let's go Control V now, and we'll place another one right here. There we go. And I'm going to go into Edit Group and delete this one. There we go. And now we can go Move Tool, and we stayed right on the red axis, so that's good. Now what we want to do is offset this for our sides, the thickness of the sides, and we have to account for the face frame as well. Alright, so offset tool, we'll go 0.75, actually undo that. We're going to offset just a ½ inch, because if we dado this in, we'll have a 1/4 inch depth to account for. So 0.5 is our offset distance. I think it did it without me there. Control Z. So let's go right there, 0.5, enter. And now I need to, let's see how I did that last time. I'm going to offset again on this one in 0.25. So we're going to delete some lines. First line I'll delete is, let me make sure I get this right. Actually, we're going to draw a line from here straight over, and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now I would like to delete this line and that one right there, this one right there, and then the two inside ones. What that does is it allows us to dado in the two sides for a bottom and possibly a top shelf. There we go. But it leaves us a 3/4 inch face frame piece right here. So our sides will actually be, let me think here now. Think about what I just did. Yes, okay. So now I need to copy and remove this piece, and I made a copy of it just in case I messed up. There we go. So this piece that I'm moving over on the red axis is actually our bottom and top. We're going to go back now and delete some lines and add some lines. So the side, let's see, so now we can, I believe, offset this. There we go. Offset that 0.25, and now we have to draw some lines like we did before. So this one would be correct, and that would be correct, and we don't need any of this out here right now, so we could delete that, but we do need a line from there, and we need a line from there. Okay. And we can delete that line and this line, and that should give us a 3/4 inch thickness for our sides. And let's see if we can get a measurement anywhere. So it's 3/4 there. Yep, so that's correct. So now we have our sides that we have to pull off of and use here. So we're going to go move tool again, control key, we'll move that one aside, and then we'll go move that one aside. And I think we'll have something that we can actually push pull up. And the rest of this, okay, there's our top, our bottom and top shelf, and our sides. And I'm trying to think, this would be our face frame pieces. So let's just pull that off just for fun. Let's draw another line, because we might need this later. and we'll delete this one and that one, which should allow us to escape, control, there we go. That would be our face frame if it was all one part. So I'm just going to move some of these things, well, maybe. Delete that. I don't think we need any of these. There we go. And if I could make a group or component out of that, we'll call that left side. Create. I don't think we'll need two, but just in case. Otherwise I could have made it a group. We'll call this right side. And we'll call this, well, let's delete that one and stick with this one down here. And we'll call that front face frame diagram. We could have called it anything. Okay. And we'll select this and make that a component, and we'll call bottom and shelf. And once we start putting this thing together, we'll find out if I made everything the right height. Okay, we want to push pull this up. And I actually have to go to another file, so I'm going to save this one and go corner cabinet, see what our previous corner cabinet was, and 35 1/4. Okay. So we want to push pull these up 35 1/4. And before I start doing that, I'm going to pause this video.